Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm obviously doing a uni room tour. I am a student at Royal Holloway, which is a university in Surrey in England. As you can tell from the shots, some of the campus is very classic looking. The main building was built in the 1880s, and it was 1886 or 7, I believe. It was actually opened to only female students originally, but then male students were allowed in the 1970s. Damn them, I don't know who let them in. But yeah, so I'm a university student here, and I study English and history. The orange building I'm showing here is Founders, so that is the main building, and that actually is where my university dorm room is. And the day I was filming this on was just crazily clear. Like, look at that sky and the sun hitting the main hall. So my main theme was really just brown and green, and I'm so lucky that my corridors are actually green. So here I am, opening the door to my uni room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go section by section, exploring my room and telling you all about the details. Now, on the bedding area, I've, keeping along with my theme of green and brown, so I've got this beautiful brown throw, which was from Amazon, but it actually is really nice, surprisingly. Oh, I have this grumpy cat toy thing, which is actually a dog toy, but my mum didn't know that when she bought that for me. One of my favourite things I have here is actually hidden behind this pillow, Mr. Darcy pillow. Oh, his face is a bit scrunched up. There he is. And then above my bed, I was actually planning to have a big poster, but I missed the poster sale at university. I didn't know what was happening. And I already had these little pictures, so I just sort of arranged them as a collage above my bed. So they're all dark academia theme. And then so next to my bed is normally where I keep my slippers, but let's be honest, they move around. They're nice and fluffy, would definitely get slippers. And then also my laundry basket is there.
Also, I would definitely recommend like a thick mattress protector or whatever it's called, because uni beds aren't very comfortable.
This is definitely one of my favourite parts of my room. It's got some of my favourite objects, so let's just crack in. So I've got this sort of bust of the Statue of David, and it is actually a pen holder, but I just like to use it as a statue. So that is very cool. Obviously, it gives the classical vibes. I've got this fake plant and plant pot from IKEA. And then I've got this old jar that I've had for years, and I repurposed, had to give it a good scrub, and it's just got random things in there like my masks and other things. Now, these candles I actually made myself, and I made them for a Harry Potter party I had a few years ago. And I also have just folders at the end, which I actually haven't been using that much, but oh well. On the left side of my lower shelves, I have more work-related books. So, for instance, I have a lovely book about the Magna Carta, which we didn't actually need, but was on the summer reading list, so we love that. So I've got a little fake plant, which I've had for about 5 years. I have a few of them dotted across the room, or at least dotted across the shelves. And then I have my Harry Potter necklace. And then I also have some other books, which are both English and history. Onto my next side, I have this beautiful card drawn by one of my friends of the Captain from Ghosts. I think it's 2 years ago she did that one, and then this year she did a drawing of James Acaster, because I'm a massive fan of James Acaster, so we love that as well. We have both of them on display, and I switched them out. So here I have a lovely Bronte mug, which I got for my birthday, and my paintbrushes for when I do painting. I just love this mug so much. Like, it's got like each of the girls' books on it, and I just get way too much happiness from just looking at this from time to time. I also have some books here which I tend to spine around because they're very bright colours. And then I have another plant pot, another one here. And then these are my personal books. So most of them are history ones. So I have How to Be a Victorian, A Short History of England, Short History of the Victorian Era, all this sort of stuff. And it's just, I'm a big fan of social history. So, and here actually is my EPQ book. I do want to do a video on it. It's a 19th century fashion history book. So onto my actual desk. What I'm currently reading is Shirley by Charlotte Bronte, and I should say rereading because I read this last year, and I do really love this book. It's so dense though, and it's crazy how little I remember from reading it the first time. And then the other thing I've got here as well is another Bronte thing, because of course it's another Bronte, is The Secret History of Jane Eyre. And it's basically a book about how Jane Eyre was written and sort of the inspirations behind Jane Eyre. Here I have this lamp. It's not actually mine. I nicked it from my mum's. That is just, the traditional sort of green lamp that you would see like in libraries in Harvard. And just I had to beg my mum that I could bring it with me because I'm a big fan of that. I also have my pencil case here. And entirely on brand, I have a Royal Holloway pen. And then here I have some of my stationery stuff in a matching pot to the plant pot. And I have quite a few of these around the room. Here's my laptop. It's a Pixelbook Go, which I'm still trying to get used to using because I'm very much an iPad person. And then here I have this organisational drawer desk thing. And then here's some books. So H.G. Wells, The Bennet Sister, Early Modern European Society. Some of them I've started, some of which I haven't. And then I've got this jewellery box actually that I repurposed because it used to be blue and my room is green, so I absolutely did not want, couldn't have anything blue. How dare I have anything blue? I painted it green with fabric paint, so that was a good way to repurpose it. Then moving on, I have these organisers, and they sort of aren't particularly helpful. They sort of get messy. I've sort of very tidied them up for this video. My whole room is very tidy for this video. Anyway, moving down on to everything else. So on my very ugly chair, I've hidden with this beautiful blanket. So I would definitely say get something to cover your chair. It's probably likely going to be ugly. And then I have 3 drawers, which I won't show you now because they're incredibly messy. I need to somehow figure out a way I can organise them. And on the left there's a drawer and then 2 open spaces, and then behind there's actually some secret cupboards as well. Yeah, so at the top drawer here, just easy access, I have my dishes, and then below that I have any food that I would just quickly want to get. I love how unromantic these areas of my room are saying, just, welcome to the sink. But it's just this general area. So this area is actually quite a lot more empty in terms of style compared to the rest of the room. I just think it's because the rest of the room is just so chaotic, there's so much going on that I think there needs to be a break. I could easily put like some fake plants or some pictures around it, but I thought I'll leave it plainer because I don't really want your eye drawing to it anyway. So starting, I've got this glass container which I put some stickers on of these plants. I've had this for ages as well and I haven't used it in years, so I thought I'd reuse that. So obviously my toothbrush, soap, and again I have these white pots that I used throughout the rest of the room, and I have this London tea towel for resting any of my washing on. Cute. So now down here there's quite a lot of space for storage. And then to the side here I used a little hanger which I was going to use on the door, but because of the way the door works I can't put it over the door. So on here I have my towels, which are obviously green, and a scarf that matches as well. And then I keep this little badge display because I used to collect badges loads years ago and never had put them anywhere on display. Now, I'm not going to open my wardrobe since it's a bit of a mess, but basically what you have is on the left side you have hanging space, and on the right side you have, I think, about 4 sort of cubby holes where you can put your clothes, and then underneath you have 2 desk drawers, and above you have extra space. So here I have my food basket, I have this feather duster and all my medicine. So I don't really know what to call this except from the corner, but I have this absolutely lovely beanbag puffy, and I've been waiting to film this video until this had arrived. So I obviously have this lovely Bronte pillow on my beanbag, and it's got my favourite Anne. We love Anne. She's probably my favourite Bronte. But yeah, and then I have on display my Victorian boots, which I had it for ages in my wardrobe, but I thought, no, they're so cute, why don't we leave them out, like they're heating up next to the radiator. So they're from American Duchess. And then I have these pictures on the wall. So I have one hung up in this, I think it was £10 for this frame and this image. And then I have this poster, which I've had for years, of Hermione Granger by an artist called Nashi. I also have a matching one over here, if you didn't notice, of Harry Potter as well. And I just love this painting. Like, isn't that amazing? And then I have hooks here. So all my coats, and I have far too many coats, are hung up here. So as I said earlier, I have a brilliant view of the inside of one of the quads at Royal Holloway. But anyway, so here are the curtains. They're not the greatest, but at least they're sort of brownish. The carpet is a lot worse, though. I don't know who thought this carpet was a good idea. Also, it's so marked as well when I came here. So many people must be spilling things. But I've tied it up with this very cute little lacy white ribbon because when I first came, I literally could not open these curtains. They were so stiff. I've got a bit better at it now, so that's why I used it to try and tie my windows open. But on the other corner, I have a few things. So I have The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, and I read The Secret History, and I quite like that. And I saw this in the charity shop for literally about £2, so I thought, you can't go wrong getting like a 500-page or whatever this book for £2. And on the other side, I have this little teacup which I've got given by my grandma like years and years ago. So that's very sweet. I sort of rarely use it, but I keep it more for decoration. And then I have this. Then I have this photo frame, and then I just printed off a picture. This is a Thomas Lawrence painting. I don't actually know who of. And then one thing, as you can see from the stick over here, it's very sort of cracked, is that these windows actually have restrictions. So this is the highest I can lift up this window, which is a bit annoying if it gets really hot in here. But, I understand. They don't want students chucking themselves up windows. Now, this is probably my favourite part of the room. I'm a little bit too proud of it. So if we start on the side here, I've got some vintage frames. And then on this on this grey pin board, I have so many things going on. Like, wow, this is incredibly busy. But we'll start here on the mantelpiece. So I have this gorgeous frame. This is a painting of, no, I was about to say Georgiana Darcy. It's not Georgiana Darcy, it's Georgiana Duchess of Devonshire. And then on the side here, I have this little fake candle, which recently I actually left on all weekend when I went home. And I came back and I was like, no! I worried I hadn't turned it off. And so it's kind of dead, but here is my favourite Bronte book, Agnes Grey by Anne Bronte. I just love this book so much. Like, if you haven't got round to it yet, maybe if you only read Jane Eyre, please get onto this. And then on the other side, I have my Jane Austen collection with the Secret Garden sort of on the side. And then I have this little pot, which is a Libra. Thinks I'm a Libra with all my pins in it. That was a gift as well a few years ago. So I'm a big fan of Jane Austen, so I have them all here. The Scarlet Pimpernel, which I'm plan to read this Christmas. I absolutely love the 80s TV show, 80s movie of it. So I'm looking forward to reading that.
They seek him here. They seek him there. Those Frenches seek him everywhere. Is he in heaven or is he in hell? That damned, elusive Pimpernel.
First of all, I have this calendar, which I actually made myself from bonus print, the same people I printed my images off of with. I printed off these sort of Polaroid-like images with bonus print. Here's my cat in a bag. Here's my cat sitting like a human. And I put dates on as well, just so I know when the pictures were taken, which is quite nice. But yeah, I've got a few of these. So this one's the Horrible Histories Lads Battle of Britain edition. The Few is my favourite song from Horrible Histories.
I left the Air Force after that. Flying was a hobby. But when war broke in 39, came back just like Bobby.
And then one of my favourites is, I tend to switch these out, but here's Byron Powell. Now, if you don't know who Byron Powell is, the legend, the icon, He is from the Bratz universe, and yes, I said the Bratz universe, the Bratz movie universe, the BMCU, as it's formerly known. And he is basically just the Bratz universe version of Simon Cowell, and I just find that absolutely hilarious. And genuinely, he's the best character in the series. I absolutely love him. I find him hilarious.
Hey, Lord Byron. How's life as the biggest record producer in the land?
Absolutely, positively riveting, Councillor.
And then also here, you might have spotted, is a new purchase, even though I probably shouldn't have bought it. It was an Etsy purchase, okay? I'm a bit obsessed with Etsy at the moment. It's not good. But it is the ring from the Uncharted series, so Sic Parvis Magna, greatness from small beginnings. I just absolutely love that game series, and I'm sad I didn't bring my PS4 with me to university. I don't really have a TV to play it on, so, you know, it would just sit doing nothing. But I need to replay those games. I'm quite excited for the new movie coming out. Worried, but excited. Below the mantelpiece, I have this section where I have some literary quotes, because I'm just that pretentious. I'll read one of them to you. The person, be it gentleman or lady, who has not the pleasure in a good novel must be intolerably stupid. And that is said by Henry Tilden in Northanger Abbey, which is one of my favourite things as well. So finishing near there, the room in general is quite nice actually, because it's got very high ceilings. The lamp I don't like very much, but we'll forgive. I'm very lucky that sort of all the wood goes with the dark academia, because I wanted it to be dark brown, so I was quite lucky for that. But yeah, anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the look of my room. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.